On April 23, 2006, in the city of Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, a young man named Sergey appeared walking in the streets of the city, and he was wearing old clothes in the 50s fashion and holding an old-fashioned camera. He was walking suspiciously and fearfully and looking at everything, which aroused the suspicion of the policemen. So they stopped him and asked him his personal card. And when he took out his personal card, this shocked the policemen because the card was from the time of the Soviet Union and they found that it was real and not forged. But the Soviet Union dissolved decades ago and Ukraine became an independent country, and the date of his birth recorded in the ID card was June 16, 1932, so I assumed the police said that this card belonged to his father or grandfather. But Sergey assured them that it was his card and that he was 25 years old. And when the policemen asked him about his place of residence, he mentioned to them the names of streets that were in the past and no longer exist now. Then the police made sure that Sergey was mentally ill, so they arrested him and placed him in the mental hospital. And in the hospital he was met by a doctor named Pablo Ketrikop, and he interviewed him on April 23rd of the year 2006. When the doctor asked him about himself, he told him, "My name is Sergey, born in Kiev in 1932, and I am 25 years old." The doctor asked him about today's date, and Sergey answered that it was April 23rd, 1958. Sergey said that he was walking with his girlfriend Valentina, and he had a camera, so he saw a black body in the sky that looked like a bell, and he photographed it, and the moment he took the picture, the body disappeared and his girlfriend disappeared, and he found himself in strange streets. The doctor asked for the camera to see the pictures that Sergey had taken, but the camera is very old and was discontinued in the 60s, and this required a specialist to take out the pictures. When the specialist saw it, he was surprised that there was a camera of this type and in good condition. The film in it is in excellent condition despite its age, because the normal film remains for only 20 years and after that it decomposes. When the specialist took out the photos, he found pictures of the city of Kiev in the 50s, pictures of a young girl, pictures of Sergey in the same clothes in which they found him in 2006, and pictures of a strange body resembling a bell. But the doctor diagnosed him with a mental illness and ordered him to be returned to his room, but Sergey disappeared from his room suddenly and without any trace, and Sergey could only escape through the door that was monitored by cameras. And after Sergey's disappearance, the police searched for a report of the disappearance of a person named Sergey in the 50s, and indeed they found a report disappeared under Sergey's name and registered as deceased. The police searched for Valentina, the girl who was with Sergey in the pictures, and they found her old and asked her about Sergey, and she said that she knew a young man named Sergey who disappeared from her presence in the 50s, and they tried to search for him, but to no avail, and she gave them pictures of herself and Sergey in the 50s. Therefore, Sergey disappeared twice, once in 2006 and once in 1958. And no one knows whether Sergey had moved to an older or newer time, only God knows this.